Food poisoning remains a significant public health challenge worldwide. The World Health Organization estimates that nearly 1 in 10 people globally fall ill from contaminated food annually, with students being particularly susceptible due to limited food knowledge, inadequate cooking facilities, and reliance on high-risk food sources. In Nigeria, where infrastructure challenges compound this risk, understanding students' food safety practices becomes important for preventing foodborne illnesses. Therefore, our study looked at bridging the gap between knowledge and practice, food poisoning risks among off-campus students in Abia State University, Nigeria. We wanted to find out if students were aware of food poisoning risks, their actual food handling practices in off-campus environments, and the infrastructural and socio-economic barriers to food safety. So here's what we found. Out of the 384 students we sampled for the study, most of the students prepared their meals by themselves, while most of them that didn't ate more in local restaurants as opposed to eating at the school cafeteria or buying food from food vendors. For their awareness on food poisoning risk, 346 had heard of food poisoning, while 36 had not. Most of them knew the causes of food poisoning, its symptoms, prevention, and treatment, with their main source of information on food safety from the internet as opposed to school, health workers, or family or friends. Now, all this indicates that most of the students were very much aware of what food poisoning was about. However, knowledge did not necessarily equal practice. Although 253 indicated they frequently wash their hands before eating, 131 indicated doing so sometimes. 140 indicated using refrigerator to store their leftover cooked food, while 234 covered it at room temperature as their form of storage. 227 indicated they checked food expiration dates before consumption, while 125 did so sometimes. 260 indicated that they always reheat their leftover food before eating, while 117 did so sometimes. This all shows that the level of practice was lower than their level of knowledge. Now, for those who had experienced food poisoning while living off campus, 109 said yes, while 255 said no. Now, what were the challenges these students faced in practicing food safety? The top three were: 1. Poor electricity; 2. Lack of clean water; 3. High cost of cooking gas. So here's what we recommend. Advocate for better housing infrastructure for students off campus where electricity and clean access to water is provided. 2. Public health education should collaborate with local food vendors to improve food handling practices as a way of reducing food poisoning risks among this target population. 3. The university must also develop practical low-resource training food safety programs for these students. Without addressing these systemic barriers, knowledge alone cannot protect students from foodborne illnesses. Share this information with your friends and family. For the full access to the research, click the link in the description box below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more content like this. Thank you.